Today is the 15th of July 2025, and we thank the Lord for His goodness and His mercies that endures forever over our lives. I want to leverage on another trending matters, as it has become both necessary and urgent to publicly address a troubling and rapidly escalating matter concerning the misuse and illegal manipulation of the respected name of Sanctuary Wealth Multipurpose Foundation by certain individuals who are acting without authorization. They are acting without conscience or genuine affiliation to this initiative. While the situation surrounding the man who currently was under interrogation for allegedly extorting 500,000 or 300,000 from innocent beneficiaries under the false pretense of disbursement processing is already been handled with the utmost seriousness by the management of Sanctuary Wealth. Further investigations have also revealed that he is not acting in isolation. There is a deeper rot that must be addressed, and swiftly very so. Among the names that have come under scrutiny are Madam Kate Easy and Madam Gold, both of whom are now at the center of widespread allegations and troubling testimonies from multiple platforms and concerned members of the public. These individuals, who parade themselves as legitimate agents or coordinators of Sanctuary Wealth Multipurpose Foundation, have been accused of extorting money under various false claims and manipulative tactics. It's not only limited to these two. There are other ones too within other platforms, but one by one, we shall begin to fetch them out. Reports confirm that in one platform, these two individuals are demanding outrageous amounts like 25,000 and 50,000 from unsuspecting subscribers, with a promise of disbursing 35 million to 70 million in grants to them. Meanwhile, in another platform, the same individuals deceptively tone down their ask to 1,000 naira, still under the umbrella of Sanctuary Wealth, making it appear like a token fee for administrative processes. Now, this deceptive multiplicity of amounts only exposes the calculated manipulation that is being used to test different financial thresholds of victims and then manipulate or maximize exploitation depending on people's desperation, depending on their locations, or depending on their quotient of understanding. Now, let us take this very seriously, and I want to clear it now. There is no authorization by Sanctuary Wealth to collect any amount from the public for grant access or processing fee. There is none whatsoever. There is none whatsoever. Now, who are these individuals? Who are these Madam Kate? Who are Madam Kate and Madam Gold? That's the question now that is echoing across several platforms, and one that needs clear answers. Yes, we hereby, right from this platform and from the Sanctuary Wealth Management, make this public call for the full identification details of Madam Kate and Madam Gold, their phone numbers that is used in carrying out this deception, the NGOs or the cooperatives that they claim to represent under Sanctuary Wealth. Some of the screenshots, the voice notes, the bank transfer slips, and any evidence that confirms that these unlawful collections were actually made. This information is going to greatly help in verifying their claims, tracing their activities, and bringing them to justice through the appropriate legal frameworks. Now, we must also document this matter as well. Yes. We must document this matter as well, because no matter how deep or wide this fraudulent network might spread, it would be dismantled in totality. Shield yourself. This is a warning to the masses. Shield yourself. This is not the first time that individuals have tried to capitalize on the trust and hope that the Sanctuary World Multipurpose Foundation has inspired across Nigeria. And what makes this latest trend so dangerous is that these scammers are not using multiple layers of deceptions, pretending to be. I beg your pardon. They are using multiple layers. They have been using a lot of layers, a lot of different avenues of deceptions, and pretending to be coordinators from Abuja. They are pretending to be zonal representatives. They are pretending to also be insiders from the federal level. They are pretending to be secret NGOs under Sanctuary World umbrella. And now these claims are 100% false. And we cannot say this enough. Sanctuary Wealth does not and will not demand money from applicants, from subscribers or participants in any capacity. The foundation of this initiative is built on free and fair distribution of empowerment resources to all with integrity, with dignity, and with total transparency. So giving your hard-earned money to any individual under the guise of processing, of fast-tracking, of early bird privileges, under the guise of priority slot upgrades for you, is equivalent to walking into the web of organized scammers by yourself. So we urge you, do not fall victim. Protect your family, warn your neighbors, share this information widely. The case of Madam Kate Eze is another special highlight. Yes, of special concern is Madam Kate Eze, who also we got wind that she was reportedly said to normally blast and insult and also attack anyone who dares to speak or to ask legitimate questions about the authority that is behind her monetary demands. And in her words, she would say normally, "Where do you think I got the authority from? Must you question everything?" Now, this shows a kind of an alarming level of arrogance, a level of defiance and disregard for accountabilities. It is exactly this kind of behavior that endangers the name and the mission of reputable humanitarian bodies. She has no right whatsoever to operate under the name of Sanctuary Wealth while simultaneously shaming or threatening and intimidating those who demand transparency from her. That in itself is a red flag. And this community must reject it in totality. I want you to know that real agents do not hide identity. Real coordinators don't demand money. Real affiliates don't attack queries. Real platforms don't contradict themselves. If Kate Eze and Madam Gold were truly authorized by Sanctuary World Multipurpose Foundation, they would provide clear documentations and they will have visible traces within the official structure of this foundation. But none of that exists. And now they must be called to order and held accountable. Sanctuary Wealth is building a new nation. We too should build a new nation, And let us not allow scammers to derail it. It's not just about sanctuary wealth anymore. It's about every effort to restore dignity and justice to Nigerian homes, to bring help to the hopeless, and to raise the lowly from the dust. If we allow these wolves in sheep's clothing to continue unchecked, they would discourage millions from ever trusting empowerment projects again. You could imagine the impact. A single mother that sells a last property to pay 25,000 naira, thinking a 35 million grant is going to arrive. Or a struggling youth who borrows 1,000 naira, hoping for his name to be shortlisted. An elderly parent who believed in divine intervention, and he gave up his pension because a coordinator somewhere swore that she had direct access to the federal stakeholders. Imagine that. Now multiply all of this by hundreds of platforms and fake voices. It becomes a national tragedy. Then Ambassador Brendan, Princess Brendan, also as one of the voices in this community, also wrote to this effect as a warning, as a sister, and as a believer in justice, that we must not let these bad eggs to destroy the genuine work that people like Apostle Ken Nwakama and the official team of the Sanctuary Wealth Multipurpose Foundation have put into creating a transparent grant system for the masses over time. Let it be known that anyone who collects money under the name of Sanctuary Wealth is a scammer and is a fraudster, full stop. There is nothing like paying 25,000 or 50,000 for fast accesses to this grant. There is nothing like priority selections for those who drop something. There is nothing like a secret hire committee that is coordinating disbursement offline. These are all unholy manipulations that is meant to drain the weak and enrich the wolves. And you also need to do something right now. Stop participating in any platform that demands money. Try as much as possible to report such platforms immediately to the official Sanctuary Wealth hotline or admin body. If you've paid already, don't be silent. Share your experience with the evidence so that justice can begin. But I even see that a lot of people are interested in paying. That is my assessment. I discovered that a lot of people are interested in paying. So most of these advices that we give, most time does not even hold water, where some people are, because they have the fund. They want to pay. They want to pay. Encourage your loved ones to be patient and wait for official update from Sanctuary Wealth. Share this message with others. Let's expose these syndicates. On the final count, let us raise our collective voices and demand a total sanitization of these fraudulent practices. Sanctuary Wealth must not be used as a cash cow for scammers. This sacred platform was created to bring healing, to bring restoration, to bring empowerment to every corner of the nation. So let us preserve it. Let us preserve the name with honesty. Let us preserve it with integrity and vigilance. To Kate Easy and to Madam Gold and their co-conspirators, some of them that are still hiding behind the scene, be warned, because you would be found. You would be held accountable. You would be exposed. And to the public, don't be silent. Together we'll rise. Together we'll fight. Together we'll protect the light. It's important that we get all these things done so that that which we are in expectation of will not be scuttled by scammers, fraudsters, and godless individuals. These people would be brought to book and others who are still hiding under the starlight, they would be brought to book. Kate Easy, Madam Gold, and others still in the making, they would be exposed. Thank you very much. This information is very important so that we can protect the rights of our people who are already in the waiting line and expecting disbursement. Share this message to get to anyone that needs to listen to this, to take caution. I also fetch out these masqueraders that are parading themselves under the guise of sanctuary wealth. They need to be fetched out or smoke out. Thank you very much, and subscribe and hit the bell for onward content to be notified to you. And do have a very nice day. God bless you.